Today, we're going to look at a dual monitor stand by Pixio. It is the PS1D Premium Dual Monitor Stand. You've decided on an ARM solution for your monitors. Now, or monitor for that matter. Now there's a few things that you may want to take into consideration, or I should say you do want to take into consideration. Those will be the size of your monitor, what VESA size it uses, and the weight of the monitor. With your bigger monitors, the weight is going to be very important on what that ARM can actually hold. This particular ARM solution by Pixio will hold up to 17.9 pounds. So there you go, there's a spec for that. Also does VESA 75 as well as 100, and it will do up to two 32-inch monitors. Now that's very important if you don't want the monitors overlapping each other. So with all that information, let's dig into the unboxing. Why are boxes so difficult? See? It was taped in there. Inadvertently, but still taped in there. Well, looks like you have a QRL code there. Not sure exactly what that is. Maybe for destructions, as I call them. But here are your destructions. The great thing about this is that it's completely put together. I have, over the years, had to put these things together. So, this is nice. I really like this. I imagine once I clip that, they're going to go whoop. So, you know, that's one of the things we're going to have to take a look at. Now, with this itself, you have your 100s and your 75s, okay? They're really simple. Let's go over to the desktop where we're going to put this and create some more space. So we're over here at the workstation where I want to put the dual ARM at, and we're going to remove everything and then install the ARM. Now what I plan on actually doing here is I'm wanting to move this over maybe underneath the large monitor that I have, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out, so let's try it. Okay, we're given a whole bunch of hardware, which is really nice. I did not go over the hardware that was included in it, but you have two different systems. The one that will connect right, you can't see it, I'll put it over here. That will go underneath and connect up like that. Or, in other words, this one right here. Okay, that should be focused in. You can see this is the system that we're going to use right here. And we're not going to use the, I'm not sure what method they call this, but I think it's like dowel or something along that line. And that is what goes through your table, through that hole, and holds it that way. We're not using that method. We are going to use this method where it clamps on to the back. So that will be these pieces that we're going to be playing with here. Let's bring this back over here. And on my preliminary measurements, the computer itself is going to be a little too high. So I'm going to have to put like a 2 to 3, maybe 4-inch block if I can fit that within the specs of this mechanism right here. Did I forget another piece? Yeah, I probably need another piece here, but the mechanism here, there it is. Missed one piece. Now the mechanism right here is going to dictate how high I actually can go with, depending on how deep I can put this. So if I can go 4 inches extra, that should clear the top of this, and I should be able to do that. But the next thing I have to take into consideration is it going to be too high ergonomically for me at the desk while I'm sitting down? So there's a few different factors in here that needs to be considered, and will be once we start get all this rolling. All right, now that's good and tight. What we want to do is put this piece onto here, okay? And I know I'm going to want to add more room to between this and this, because I'm going to want to clear the computer. So I want this base right here of the arm to be higher off of the top of the table, so I can get that clearance I want and need to assemble this the way that I'm looking to assemble it. Best way to do that is just turn it sideways and then turn it back in, unless you have stuff like that in the way, which we will remove right now. Okay, there was a malfunction with the camera there, but we're back. This is sweet. I like whoever makes these for Pixio. They have these awesome little zip ties. These zip ties right here, I wish you could see this a lot better. Here, I'm going to zoom in. I know this isn't part of it, but okay. This is pretty cool. This particular zip tie came in or on the arm part, holding it together. And if you can see, there is, yeah, right there, there's a little trigger that actually loosens that. So the zip tie does not have the arm just flail out. You can control it by holding stuff and not having to take two hands to take a thing of pliers or something to cut this. So that is very nice. I like that. Thank you, Pixio. Okay, let's get back to installing this on here now. Now that we're done geeking over the wonderful zip ties that they have here that are reusable, that is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how I want to place this or where I want to place it, but where I'm going to put the other monitor is actually going to dictate some of this. And also underneath, I have some wiring that will also either have to be rerouted or dictate where it's gonna go. Oh no, I got plenty of room. Let's try this for right now. Alrighty, yeah. And we'll see if I actually have to add that 3 inches to clear the Mini ITX PC chassis. Ah, crap. By 4, but it wasn't small like this. It was about, at least 15 inches long. So what I had to do is put it underneath here, and now you can see it's fitting. I had probably 3/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch that was not connecting with the screw mechanism down below. It just wasn't reaching all the way up and snug to the bottom of the table. So I had to get that 2x4. Now, from what I'm seeing here, and with the arm to come down and clear the Mini ITX case here that I have, It's one of the bigger end mini ITX cases, and if you want to know why I chose that case over others, go to my black and blue build area and you'll see exactly how that all played together. Now back to the monitor. I'm going to just put it on here like this. Down below I have a power supply that's taken up all this area, so I can't move it over here any further, and that's going to dictate exactly how that HP monitor that was in the corner right here is going to be displayed. So I should be able to get a little more reach out this way by going like that, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. So let's get to the monitors, get the screws on them, and see where the monitor that we have here is not going to fit on there right now until I get the VESA adapter. So that's just going to be put aside at this time. And let's take the screws out of the back of this. And always make sure your area is clear when you're putting your monitor face down like that. That way you'll avoid any scratches, scuffs, or anything to that nature that's going to damage your beautiful monitor. If you have monitors like I do, you want to be careful. And as you can see, this is the Pixio P400. I love this monitor stand. It's just really big. You need a really big table to utilize it, but it holds up the monitor. Now that we figured out what screws we need, let's bring this over to the monitor arm. Okay, we're back here now. As you can see, we have those still in there. And what we're going to do, like I was saying earlier, we're going to just put it right up in here because I know this is VESA 100. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn this way just to give you a good shot on what's going on here. Okay, let's whip this one around. So you can see it's going to go right about here. And right about there. And then I'm going to have all this room right underneath here to, like I was saying, put a keyboard or something like that. Like I said, this is not going to clear that, so that's not going underneath there. Might go over here. I don't know. If I do, I'd be able to move this out further like this, that over there, and then that over there. So that's the plan, but I still have to do something about that power supply that's underneath here if that's what I'm going to do. So with this like this, somewhat the way it's going to be, still has a little bit of adjustment, getting that all put in properly. We're going to have the HP sitting somewhat over here. Now, this is where the fun part's going to come in. When that HP, I actually get that adapter, it's going to be right about here or down a little bit more. I might be able to swing it back, something like that. This right here, it's going to go over more because the bottom here, I think I'm going to just swing over there so this swings out and towards me like it is right now. So that is the plan. I need to get the adapter and need to do a little different ranging down below, and this should be done. Let's get things finished up here by getting the ran into the system that they have here. What you need to do is squeeze down on here to release underneath, at least for this top one. This bottom arm, I'm not sure exactly Instructions might help. I doubt it. Let's see here. Managing cables. Oh, so the bottom one slides on that way, so it might slide off. Hey, hey, I'm a freaking genius. Okay, let's see here. Let's get that cable going through there. Might have to undo this little hoop. And I would say most definitely we do. And I'm gonna have to do some cable management. Yay, we love cable management, right? Say yes, just say yes. What I think I'm gonna do is take this and take the power pack for the monitor here, and I'm gonna Velcro it underneath, but for right now we're just gonna keep them off my left. There you have it. That is the Pixio PS1D dual arm. Tell me what you think of it. The setup was really easy as far as I'm concerned. The cable management is really easy compared to ones I've had to work with in the past. I've been doing IT for the last 15 years professionally, and there are just some doozy cable management setups, and I found this one actually to be the easiest, straightforward, and I give the manufacturer that does this for Pixio major kudos. Yeah, it's out of China, all that other good stuff, but you know what? It's built solid, and it's built very easy for that cable management, and it's rather cheap. If you guys know of any other dual arm solutions that are just as cheap or that are, better in quality, by all means, let me know. So let me also know if you like this video by hitting that like button. Also, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get more of these videos. And this is Chris saying out.